Alrighty, this is like part. How many parts have I put up?
I don't know. 23.
So yeah, it's 643,219.7 of how to repair your tailgate underneath.
Take 5.
Yeah. So it's been sitting for a week. We've had some weather.
It's turning brown.
Good, I hope not.
I think you broke it.
Acetone taking the paint off.
Get that bottom edge too.
Get it. Like that?
Not the bottom. Underneath. Oh yeah.
Oh, I got resin down there.
See? It's a good thing I told you to do that.
Alrighty, I think it's
Are you doing that other little spot on the tailgate there underneath the license plate?
nah, because that was just a little bit of resin I just ground off. So basically what I'm going to do today, they're sanded down pretty good. I used 40 or 80 grit on the disc just to get it smooth. And I'm going to mix up some bondo. We're going to skim coat over the whole thing.
Window and all.
That's right, the whole, just plaster it all in. And then I still got to find my sanding blocks. And then once I do that, because I want to keep this little reveal line here, it's a little shadow there. But then I'll go back with the sanding blocks, clean it all up. It's clear with that. That way it'll give me a nice smooth coat. Ken mentioned leave the paint around it. Put your bondo over the whole thing. As you start sanding, you'll start seeing the red poking through. That's when you know it's getting pretty level. Same thing with the top here. So I'm not going to worry about underneath here because you're not going to see that. They're pretty smooth. I'll just prime them and paint them. So let's go mix some bondo.
There you go.
Okay, and we're slathering. We're icing the cake, people.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Just ice it.
Bondo cake.
Looks like you mixed up just enough.
Yeah. You're starting to harden a little bit too.
Quick set.
Regular old stuff. I've had it for a little while. Yeah, we're done.
Need more?
Yep.
Holy crap.
Wow,
it just all of a sudden.
Boom, yeah. Let's see here.
Probably want a thin piece of cardboard.
You can fill the camera there, so we'll mix up another little batch.
There you go. It's a DiGiorno.
Oh, it's a DiGiorno. That one gave me bad gas.
Cheese stuffed crust. I don't like the stuffed crust.
It wasn't bad.
Kind of weird. Alright, anyway.
They did a
stuffed crust.
They opened up the commercial salmon this year, and
was talking about that.
Yeah, we were all camped out outside in the sound, and the guys came through and just decimated the.
Yeah. No, it's still going pretty good, but I got to go buy chest waders and a license this weekend.
Right.
And then next week I'll get up super early in the morning before work and go out with him.
Hey, take a camera. You want to borrow the GoPro? I don't know if I might have my helmet mount somewhere. I gotta find it.
I'm trying to wear a helmet.
No, just a hat.
Let's see.
Maybe we'll get attacked by a bear and get it on camera.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna just leave it like that.
Okay.
Good enough, yeah? And it's pretty flat.
Turn on the bubbles later.
Yeah. That's fine. Let's do it again. Yeah. I ain't no professional at this, you know. Obviously.
Ain't that the truth?
Alright, here it is Sunday. Stuff is pretty dry. It's ready to be sanded. A little bit of moisture come down, but I think we'll be okay. I've been tearing my garage and my shed apart looking for my damn sanding blocks. I was out here at 1 o'clock in the morning digging through that Oldsmobile because I know I got him somewhere. I know I got him. Well, spent 20 minutes in my shed digging around. Couldn't find him. Called up Ken. Did I give him to you? Did I loan him to you? No, I got my own. And then I'm standing right here and I'm looking at the Olds, and what do I see? A sanding block. Right where I left it. I knew I had it in the car. I even looked on top of the dashboard. I hate being blind sometimes. So we're going to try to knock those high spots down at least. I got a whole bunch of sanding paper. Of course, I got to get over to the Olds. But I got Muscle Car Review in the mail yesterday. Love that magazine. Love it. Probably my favorite car magazine. And they pretty much feature Oldsmobiles this year. They got 2 real nice 1970 convertibles in there. But great magazine. Really, I like it that it doesn't show the highly modified stuff all the time and all the custom cars. It shows the more stock as they came from the factory, nicely restored. Some of them are mildly modified, which is okay, but you know, you go to Hot Rod Magazine or you go to you know, Chevy High Performance, and they've all got the big 572s and all the, you know, the full autocross suspension, and you know, well, yeah, that's neat, but I like seeing how things were. I mean, this thing here, I got all those goodies for it. New calipers, control arms, Hotchkiss springs. I mean, you know, all sorts of goodies, but it's not going to look like it's modified. That's the cool thing. But anyway, this is not an Oldsmobile video. Yeah, it's even got sandpaper on her already. Huh. It's an actual bondo unit. Okay, I thought I bought a Harbor Freight version, but maybe I got another one floating around. But alrighty, well, that'll work just fine for what I'm looking for. Dig some of the sandpaper out. Let's go over and let's get her sanded up. Alrighty. I had some tuners to go on. Apparently it didn't take. Let's see how this works here, huh? Like this. Paper's sliding all over the place. Got a few of these high spots, which I'll probably just take down. I'm not going to let you see the whole thing, but that's what we're going to be doing for the next while. Try to get all that smoothed down, and rains are coming here later tonight and all next week, or all this coming week, so I want to try to at least get this primed up. This is not quite the right piece to use. The block here, it's more flexible, so this is probably more for contoured bodies, but and it does adjust and all that, so just tearing this paper up. High spots knocked down. Not sure if I'm liking this very much. I'm going to put some heavier grit on, I think. Really knock this down. I'm going to go down and put it with the finer grains. So, let me get something better set up here. Yeah, a little progress update. I've been working on it for 10 minutes. Up top here is pretty much done. I got this reveal right here. Kind of angles, and on the top I got to get that cleaned up. Got a little thick on there. This part here is pretty thick. I put it on pretty heavy, so that's going to take some work getting that sanded back down. But yeah, we got the high spots knocked down, and sandpaper seems to be holding up fairly good. A little gummy yet, but that could be humid out here. It may not be fully cured, so we're going to keep at her. You can see the pile of dust I got going down there. hope to have this primed tonight. We'll see. Yeah, I got all the high stuff knocked down. Now we're going to hit it with some 180. Just because I was going to use 220, but I got the 180 in a thin strip for my cheesy bondo style sander here. So we'll load it up, we'll do some 180, and then maybe we'll do a final 220 with a chunk of wood or something. Just put that boy loaded up, and we'll hit her some more. Yeah, the 180's done. It's pretty smooth, but I want to hit her with some 220. Smooth it out even more, make a good surface for the primer to take effect. It's not raining yet, so I think we're going to be alright. We're going to get this thing primed tonight. Dig up my tape and clean it up too. Mask off a few areas. Get her cleaned up. Alrighty, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I've been playing with this thing for, I don't know, a good hour and a half or so now. Ready to be done for today. So everything's sanded down, it's pretty smooth. Hey, another Jeep going by. I'm happy with it. I like it. I think the contours all look good. So we're going to hit it with a little bit of primer. And this is the first coat. This is just an initial. So I think you use the sealer first, and then we'll use the higher build stuff. So I'm not going for perfection here. I know everybody's going to start freaking out. Oh my God, you got it all wrong. We'll go back and there will be some sanding in between coats to get things leveled out. I'm just anticipating rain's coming here pretty quick, so I'm going to get some primer on this. I'm still, what, 2.5, 3 weeks out on my front bumper. Okay, here we go. See the fibers poking through right there. The bondo didn't fill those, so we'll have to use the filler primer to take care of that. These I did not bondo underneath because you're not going to see them. And we will get a piece of cardboard to protect the motor. What do we got over here? Something like that. That might just work. Again, we're not going for perfection. We just need some primer on for the rain's hit. It's not quite going to work. That'll work. Just want to protect things a little bit. Do a total sloppy job. There will be some overspray. String hanging right there too, getting into everything. Interior panels off. Use this kind of shield around. Of course, I got spray on the bumper, but man, kind of like to put a new back bumper on her anyway, so. Eventually, I think the whole thing will be primed and re-sprayed. But worry about that later. Let's get some primer on it. Bondo soaks up moisture, so this gives it one little bit of layer, although primer is not a good, good sealing layer. But we got some progress made. So we hit part 5 or whatever. Putting it on way too thick. I got a big run going right there, but I see some fish eye going too, but we can sand all that out. I'll let you in degreased her real good, hopefully, so. And I may just pull this bumper off to remove the spare tire carrier, and I may just shoot it with some fresh black paint if I'm going to keep it. But I think we're going to end this little series here today. We'll let that dry. May come back out with some 240 later on if it's not raining and hit her again. That'll probably be for the next series. So we got the final sand done on the bondo, the filler, and we got the first coat of primer on. We'll get her red here eventually. I still got to pull the paint coat on this thing and see if I can match it up. But yeah, got the holes filled. From here I can't tell. I don't see a whole lot of deviation from my point of view. That looks pretty smooth. Looks pretty smooth. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Probably should have scuffed that, but there, that doesn't look quite as cheesy. So, that's a pretty good repair. That's a good project. Alrighty, let's end this here. I'm going to go off and try to find some other things before the rains hit. A few other things I want to tackle for the day. So, we'll catch you in the next little bit of this series. Bye-bye.